This is going to be Sethekk Halls as an Assassination Rogue. This is a run I wanted to show because in it I felt like I had an unusually large amount of influence on the outcome as a damage dealer. So using my new system of running dungeons with all my characters synchronized, I had just done this on a bunch of different characters, gotten to know the mechanics. I know who's a threat in here, what I need to do. This is a real interesting dungeon. I kind of like it a lot, but also it can be a super disaster. Almost every run I had in here with every character had at least a couple of party wipes. It's not a very long dungeon, there's only 2 bosses, but the stuff in between and the last boss are both pretty threatening if you don't know what to do. So what's changed with Mr. Cairo here since last we saw him? Bunch of stuff. I have Fan of Knives on 5. Uses a bit of energy and attacks everything around. So that's my area of effect attack. I got it kind of like super late. It takes a long time. I think level 63, 64 is when that comes for Assassination Rogue. Till then I just have to single target switch to attack multiple things. Anyway, so I have Fan of Knives now. Shadow Step on 9, I think I already showed that. Vendetta on equal sign. So that just boosts my damage against a target for some number of seconds. So you know, hit the button before you start hitting a boss and you'll hit him a little harder, basically. I see this Protection Warrior looking at his map. This place is mostly linear and pretty simple. The complexity comes from the enemies you fight along the way. Now I'm extra tiny. Yeah, so looking at his map... Oh, right. Holy Priest, healer, by the way. I see some kind of shaman, another warrior. Okay. Arms warrior, elemental shaman. Got it. Right, that sort of horn noise you keep hearing. It's annoying and I wish I could disable it. That's elaborate planning, which is a talent that boosts my damage for a few seconds after I use a finishing move. Finishing moves are Rupture and Venom, and I think Kidney Shot also counts as one. So I can either deal damage over time, deal instant damage, or stun. Yeah, Kidney Shot does count. Okay, so Time Lost Controller. That's a threat. Time Lost Controller is one to watch out for because they will summon a Charming Totem, which after a moment, so it's a totem so you can target it and destroy it if it comes up. But briefly after it starts existing, it'll mind control one of your party members. I don't think that mind control breaks until a totem goes away. Maybe it has a finite duration on it, but it's very long if it does. So you have to know to either disable the Time Lost Controller or something. I used Tricks of the Trade. Yeah, that's just like Hunter's Misdirect. Tricks of the Trade will cause all threat generated by me for a few seconds to go to my targets, which usually is going to be the tank. Why? He asks. He was confused about what happened during that encounter. He went to pick up 2 Arakoa and he ended up with like 4 or 5 extra things. Time Lost Controller, right, that's the threat in this encounter. Sethekk Oracle, no big deal. Sethekk Initiate, no big deal. I don't actually know what Sethekk means, but... Priest decides to talk to him. Charming Totem, kill quick, or else you're gonna have trouble. So yeah, I'm using Kidney Shot to keep the Time Lost Controller stunned when I can. I can't get a full duration... Well, a full duration stun on them will not last until they die, usually. But I can keep them from summoning the Charming Totem for a little while. And like, I saw how this dungeon usually went, and doing that made a large amount of difference. Again, I feel like I was having a large amount of influence on the outcome of this. Why do birds suddenly appear? Oh wait, that's... Shaman asking that question, not the warrior. Okay. Alright, I thought it was the same person, but no. Alright, Dark Reaver Sith. summon some elementals. The elementals will buff at you and decrease your elemental defense to their own element. It doesn't really matter. Everything dies quick. Nothing really does any damage. This dude's not a big deal. He's just here. You kill him and move on. So, of the two bosses, this one is not a threat. So kind of like Akanai Crypts, well, in a lot of ways, actually. This is part of the same complex. It has some nasty stuff in it, surprisingly, that'll catch people off guard. Has a quest right in the middle of it. It's a free Laka there. That's part of a quest we picked up at the start. But the Ethereal over there, whatever his name is, Trader something, Dealer Vijad, has another quest for us. So that Cobalt Serpent flapping around in front of me has an eye that he wants. 3 of them. Raven Guard, no threats here. Just fight as normal. So yeah, 2 particular enemy names to watch for and 1 boss at the end. Other than that, no big threats, but is this where we get the... Okay, still time lost controllers here. Cobalt Serpents aren't nothing, but the time lost controllers are the greater threats. His mind control is extremely bad. Okay, Wing Buffet knocks back. Good to know. Don't position yourself so you get knocked back into more trouble. Cobalt Eye, need 3 of those. There's a stairway in this room somewhere. Briefly, I think there was a problem in this game where skinning an enemy would make it disappear for everyone, even if they had kill credit on it and didn't loot it. That was fixed pretty quickly, so I think I can safely skin that thing and make it disappear on my screen without other people losing the opportunity to loot their Cobalt Eye. Yeah, I actually see specifically that happen later, showing that that issue is fixed. We'll see in a moment up here. There's a bunch of herbs to pick here, and ore veins to mine, but this particular character doesn't have either of those professions. What a completely unnecessary shadow step that was. It got me there a little quicker than just walking. Whoa, okay. If you'd been standing slightly different, you would have gotten pushed off the edge there. So yeah, watch for that wing buffet. I'm standing in a dangerous zone right now, possibly. But he didn't do it to me. I didn't skin that one. Okay, got it. Bunch of birds here, no big deal. Just press fan of knives a whole bunch. These Maghar orc noises. Okay, time out Scryer. Sethekk Prophet. Okay, second dude to watch out for. Even more dangerous than Time Lost Controller, because this one does 2 things. Causes fear and makes a ghost appear. So very similar to that one encounter in Sunken Temple with Ogam the Wretched and a guy whose name I can never remember. Other dude. You know the room. The one with the fear effects. And the ghosts. Just like here. So yeah, those ghosts will destroy your healer if they don't know how to handle it. This particular priest, I can see his minimap dot way far away there. He's doing the right thing by not getting anywhere close. Oh yeah, fear went off. Oops. Not getting anywhere close to the Sethekk Prophet. Why did I shadow step? I think I was going for another button. Oh yeah, I'm applying poison to my knives? No, I was on the wrong action bar. Things were confused. I was trying to sprint. That's what I was trying to do. Get back to the action. Okay, healer health did go down a lot. He probably took a ghost hit or 2. I wait a moment to see people loot before I skin, just in case. Timelot Scryer, Sethekk Prophet, yes, okay. So kidney shot that one, so he can't do his nasty things. Other than the ghost. I can't stop the ghost from coming out, but I can stop the fear from happening. I can also kick it. So stun or interrupt in some other way is a good idea. Nobody has died yet. Based on what I've seen in this dungeon, that's extremely unusual at this point in this dungeon. Like, I just saw so many deaths when I ran other characters through here. Okay, so this is a very optimistic pull here. You really don't want this whole room at once. Sethekk Prophet, I interrupted that fear. I am choosing my targets very deliberately here. I got double feared, so I absorbed both of those fears and didn't run to too harmful a place. No, I did get the attention of those. Nothing I can do about it, it's just gonna happen. Did I use Tricks of the Trade here? Yes, I did. I see that icon on my thing. Okay, so making sure the threat goes to the right place. Priests having fun keeping up with this. Nobody's died yet. I'm expecting it to happen any moment, but it hasn't happened yet. Alright, somebody has attention but is running away, moving things far away from where they were in that room. A valid strategy. Kind of complicates things because you have to run after them after that, and you know, without any group communication, I don't know where anybody really wants to be, but just improvise, figure something else. Combat's still going. Who's alive? Ah, ghost. Okay, there we go. Combat ended. Everybody is alive. It was just so funny to me to see this warrior apologize for what had happened there. Just, I mean, this is not how this dungeon normally goes. This is super smooth compared to the norm. And yeah, healer had fun. It was great. Do it again. I have damage this time. Okay. What changed between that encounter and now, I wonder, with this arms warrior? I don't know. But she wants to show something off. Requires mining. I can't do it. She can, though. So that's nice for her. Oh, whoops. So arms warrior ate some ghost hits. Alright, snipe that fear. That's nice. So yeah, every dungeon roll here can have a real interesting time. I came up with a strategy for dealing with those ghosts as the tank. You'll see at some point. Healer just really needs to stand far away. Which, you know, is, well, see, it's not that. You just need to move away right before a Sethekk Prophet dies. Don't lose them in the mix of, like, all the enemies that are there. As soon as one dies, you have a problem to fix. Well, a threat to move away from, really. Alright, Arms Warrior gets resurrected. Are we almost at last boss now? Yes, we are. Okay, yeah. Short place. Not a whole lot to it. Short and intense. Is this not the... Okay, yeah, here's the moment when it happens. So Grimarg here realizes he's forgotten something. And goes back to loot an eye from a Cobalt Serpent. So I believe that is one that I skinned, and then the corpse disappeared. So I think that's how that looks. He still had something to loot on it, so it stuck around. Next to the trade. Yeah, okay, so that's a misdirect that starts at the next attack that I make, and then lasts for a few seconds. So that's nice. So yeah, I am focusing hard on the Sethekk Prophet. I know which target is the most threatening. Then I move away just in case the ghost is on me. It never is. Ghost always goes to the healer. Healer's the only one who generates threat on them, I guess. They're untargetable. Unlike the ones in Sunken Temple, the mechanics are a little different. Alright, this voice. Ugh. Okay, so this boss does one interesting thing worth knowing. 3 times during this encounter, he'll teleport to somebody's location and do a big nasty arcane explosion. Here it comes. And you have to be out of line of sight to not die. You can survive it, but not with much of your health. Well, healer didn't know what to do. I was in the same position when I was here as a healer. Wasn't sure how to handle that. Oh yeah, he polymorphs too, that's right. But, it's just a polymorph, you know. Not interruptible, it goes off, and then you're a sheep for 6 seconds. And then you're not, and that's it. He's close to a pillar, so I can keep hitting him a little bit here. Oh wait, no, he does do another interesting thing. So right before he dies here, he's put up a mana shield. So now it looks like he's almost dead, but we're depleting his mana bar instead of health bar. And, let's see, a Restoration Shaman has an offensive purge. I don't know if an Elemental Shaman gets it. If this particular Shaman knew where her button was, assuming she has it in that specialization, she could have removed that mana shield. So priests and shamans can both do this. Not sure if anybody else can, but I know those two can. Actually, Warlock could with the Fellhunter demon, I think. Have to summon a different demon than I'm used to, though. Anyway, yeah, so it's just the two of us. Got Shaman and Rogue versus Talon King, I guess, here. Only a Shaman is visible to the warrior. I'm a sneaky enough rogue that he doesn't even know I'm here. Alright, so using my Crimson Vial to stay alive. He has some kind of passive damage that's hitting me. That wasn't passive, that was active. He hit me with his staff. I made it! I was one of the only 2 left standing on that. So yeah, that was an uncharacteristically smooth run in Sethekk Halls. A super nasty dungeon where I felt like I was able to smooth that run out even when I wasn't playing one of the traditionally important dungeon roles. So that was real nice. I felt quite satisfied with myself here. I should show a messy run in here. I did already when I was healing this, right? Probably. There's a route you can take to move, to walk back to the entrance, because a door opens up. But there is fighting to do along the way. So more often people seem to just teleport out to skip the fight. And right, yeah, there's a quest to turn it in the middle of here. Watch out for all the enemies that weren't fought as you went through here. Yeah, okay, so it's straight through that room. So if I'd gone straight instead of turning left just there, I would end up right back at the final boss chamber. But yeah, there are things to fight if you don't clear out that room all the way. And normally people don't, because you just got to turn left and they're easily skipped. This doesn't reward equipment or anything. It's just experience and money, but still nice to have a clean quest log. Alright, yeah, so that was super fun. Cool place. See you next time.